Call it Confessions of a Weight Loss Star.
The whole world can hear you, Oprah. The whole world can.
Like 37 pounds lighter. I'm sorry. Isn't that clever?
It's not a secret. I just read a book, and yeah, it's called The Plant Paradox.
Whether stars are bulking up, trying to tone, or dropping drastic pounds for a role, it can be a journey. Kelly Clarkson and more stars fare all about the work they put into their bodies. Stars, they are every bit as human as the rest of us, meaning that they, too, can get weighed down by body image issues. The difference, of course, is that their figures are a literal part of their body of work. Whether they're being asked to slim down or bulk up to realistically play a real-life figure, or they're simply trying to feel their best before facing the onslaught of photographers at major red carpet events. And yes, they are more likely to have access to the best trainers, nutritionists, private chefs, and doctors that money can buy, but they're still sweating their ass off in the gym like the rest of us, or possibly bidding farewell to their favorite carb-heavy indulgence. And in the most extreme of cases, take Maisie Williams' recent task to shed 25 pounds from her already diminutive frame to portray French resistance fighter Catherine Dyer, who was imprisoned in Nazi concentration camps. The journey can consume their entire lives. The role took over what I'm eating and how I'm moving and sleeping and thinking. The Game of Thrones alum told Harper's Bazaar of a process that involved waking at 4 a.m. to sweat out water weighed ahead of filming. Constantly monitored by medical professionals, I was eating very little, she told the mag, meditating all the time, burning candles and incense in my apartment. For others, the process is more about setting fire to preconceived expectations. Following Rebel Wilson's self-described year of health that saw her hone in on becoming her strongest self, I've lost focus on my healthy lifestyle, the actress admitted in a January Instagram post, revealing she gained 30 pounds amid a packed filming schedule. It makes me feel bad about myself, it should, but it does. How's that for aka honesty? And she's not the only celeb bringing some relatable candor to the delicate subject. Kelly Clarkson, Oprah Winfrey, Shay Mitchell, and more stars are bearing all about their body journeys. Kelly Clarkson. Yep, the talk show host is standing a little taller these days. Informed by doctors she was pre-diabetic. I dropped weight because I've been listening to my doctor. A couple years I didn't. The singer explained to People. And 90% of the time I'm really good at it because a protein diet is good for me anyway. She is a Texas girly after all, so I like meat. Sorry, vegetarians in the world. The mom to River in Remington is also enjoying exploring her new life in NYC. Walking in the city is quite the workout, she added. And I'm really into infrared saunas right now. And I just got a cold plunge because everybody wore me down. Oprah Winfrey. You get some health advice. And you get some health advice. Because now that the media legend is feeling better than ever, she's dishing out her best tips. It's not one thing. She stressed entertainment tonight of her treadmill workouts, hikes, water consumption, and nutritious eats. It's everything. While Winfrey hasn't named the weight loss medication she's using, she told People in December, "The fact that there's a medically approved prescription for managing weight and staying healthier in my lifetime feels like relief, like redemption, like a gift, and not something to hide behind and once again be ridiculed for." She explained of adding that particular tool to her arsenal. "I'm absolutely done with the shaming from other people, and particularly myself." Tariq El Moussa. Living proof that you can, in fact, flip your life, the HGTV personality detailed his 2-year fitness journey in a July 2023 Instagram post. Sometimes you think you're doing the right thing, but what you actually need is redirection in order to see growth, he wrote. While his previous regimen included the occasional hot yoga class with wife Heather Ray El Moussa, The reality star noted that he wasn't following a particular routine, tracking his protein intake, or receiving any sort of guidance. Enter nutritionist Seen Torbati. Now, I'm eating the right food and hot yoga 1 to 2 times a week, which is so good for my mental and physical state. The dad of 3 explained. It all comes down to motivation and perseverance. For him, once I realized how badly I wanted to feel good and be healthy, for myself, my wife, my kids, and my longevity, was the second I put my head down and got to work. Whitney Way-Thor. The reality star knows she's fabulous with or without your compliments, thank you very much. Responding to speculation that she had undergone a dramatic body transformation, the My Big Fat Fabulous Life star responded in a February Instagram post. I hate addressing this, but no, I have not had medical intervention to lose weight. And while she noted she had dropped 100 pounds from her previously 385-pound frame, including 50 after mom Barbara Bav's Thor's December 2022 death, I weigh 285 pounds, and I have been this weight for almost a year now. Bottom line, she continued, thank you for the compliments, but I really don't like obsessing over my body, and I don't like it when others do it either. Valerie Bertinelli. Well aware that she's hot in Cleveland, Lay, or wherever else she happens to be, the actress gave her refreshing take on body image with a February Instagram post. This is a 150 pounds body on a 5'4" frame, the Food Network host wrote, sharing a 2014 bikini photo. I don't weigh myself anymore because this is considered overweight by whose sick standards, I don't know. It's stupid and I believed them for far too long. Fully removed from the pressures of dieting, I now finally know that I am a kind, considerate, funny, thoughtful woman, she continued. So please remember who you are and what your character is should never be overshadowed by what size you are or how much you weigh. You are enough, just the way you are. As for anyone that might not agree, she summed up, F.M. Post Malone. Man, the musician feels just like a rock star since dropping 55 pounds. I've had a lot of people ask me about my weight loss, and I'd suppose performance on stage, he acknowledged in an April 2023 Instagram post. I'm having a lot of fun performing and have never felt healthier. His inspiration, he continued, was the daughter he welcomed in 2022. I guess dad life kicked in and I decided to kick soda and start eating better so I can be around for a long time for this little angel. Next up is Smokes and Brews, but I like to consider myself a patient man. Kelly Osbourne. Why, yes, she did feel the pressure to snap back after welcoming son Sydney in November 2022. It became my mission, she told E! News of dropping 85 pounds in that initial postpartum period. I was obsessed with it because I didn't even want to get brought into the conversation. I just wanted to be left alone. Not that she's recommending her strict AF approach. It was a lot of work, she said. It was miserable. I was hungry all the time, but I'm really happy with the results. John Goodman. The Roseanne alum has hit a lot of highs and lows throughout his health journey. In the old days, I would take 3 months out, lose 60 or 70 pounds, and then reward myself with a six-pack or whatever, and just go back to my old habits. He explained in 2017. This time I wanted to do it slowly. Move, exercise. I'm getting to the age where I can't afford to sit still anymore. His sensible approach, lots of walking and a Mediterranean diet heavy on fish, vegetables, and nuts, has helped him maintain a 200-pound weight loss. It's a life of rehab, he admitted to Men's Health, but it's a labor of love. Drew Carey, after being diagnosed with type 2 diabetes and losing both his dad and brother to heart attacks, The Price is Right host decided to take a spin at healthier eating. No carbs, he told Entertainment Tonight of his winning formula that also included a lot of daily cardio. I have cheated a couple times, but basically no carbs, not even a cracker. No bread at all. No pizza, nothing. No corn, no beans, no starches of any kind. Egg whites in the morning are like Greek yogurt, cut some fruit. And to wash it all down, I don't drink anything but water, he said. No coffee, no tea, no soda. Tammy Slatton. A huge loss has led to some pretty big gains for the 1,000 Olf Sisters star. Since shedding a remarkable 440 pounds, she celebrated a series of milestones, documented on her TLC show. Flying for the first time, being able to buckle her seatbelt on a plane and ride in the front seat of a car, inside a hot air balloon, and on rides at Disney World. Some people take small things for granted, Slatton explained in a February TikTok. Like being able to buckle a seatbelt and not have to use an extender. It's big for me, because I hadn't been able to do that stuff in years. Now, continued the reality star, I'm more or less like giving myself a pat on the back for achieving something and doing it. Getting the weight off and living. That's what I'm doing. I can finally say I'm living life. Brittany Cartwright. Raise your glasses high to this healthy take from the Vanderpump Rules alum. While the Jenny Craig brand ambassador is hoping to see some results now that she's recommitted to the meal plan, I'm also just trying to maintain and be the best version of myself for my son, she explained to E! News in February. Because while she would definitely love to lose some weight, it's more important to model healthy habits for her and Jax Taylor's son Cruz. I just think it's important to show him a healthy routine, said the future star of the Valley. Working out is so important to me and for my mental health. I just think that being involved in a good, healthy journey is super important for me. Megan Thee Stallion. All that work on her body yodi has paid off for the musician who has dedicated herself to going hard on strength training. I'm really proud of my journey, the star told People in 2023. Fitness has become a part of my lifestyle. I've been disciplined and committed to working out on a regular basis and investing in my health. And with all the work she's been putting in, she continued, I might have to drop a hottie boot camp sometime soon. A little sample, a heart-pounding mix of deadlifts, jump roping, forward lunges, and mountain climbers. This is burn like a mother-f***er, she said in one video. But I know you see them thighs popping. Shay Mitchell. When the world shut down in March 2020, mere months after the Pretty Little Liars alum gave birth to her first daughter Atlas, I felt the least motivated I ever have, she shared with E! News. Everything had kind of come to a halt, and so truly I just thought, well, F it. Workout plans were tossed out the window along with her long-held, everything in moderation way of eating. Having slid from the first few months of postpartum into the free-for-all that was 2020 eating 100%. Tea-food had taken a toll, and she missed feeling good about her body. Approached with the idea of signing on for OpenFit's 4 weeks of focus with trainer Kelsey Heenan, she was pumped but skeptical. After 4 straight weeks kicking off her mornings with lemon-infused warm water and a 30-minute sweat session, it included HIIT, it included cardio, it included strength training, she said of the varied full-body routines, and recommitting to healthy meal choices. If I want pizza, I'll have pizza and dump some spinach on it. She was a convert. I was like, hooly, you know, she admitted. I've been active my entire life. I have never lifted a 40-pound weight, lifted a 50-pound. Lexi Reed. Though the fitness influencer does a fair amount of sweating, it's never about the small stuff. The social media star, also known as Fat Girl Fed Up Online, revealed in a December Instagram that she didn't quite hit her goal of getting under 200 pounds. But she still felt like celebrating. I have to keep reminding myself progress is progress, no matter how small, she noted. I just know I worked really hard this week. But it's okay, because I didn't gain all that weight overnight. I'm not gonna lose it overnight either. So keep going, no matter what. Because she knows all of her health goals are within reach. I will get to Wonderland, she said. Whether it's next week or next year, we're gonna get there eventually. Keep going, believe in yourself, progress not perfection. Jonathan Van Ness. Wanting to get stronger so they could tumble into a more intense gymnastics routine, the Queer Eye star truly stuck the landing when it came to their health journey. I got a nutritionist back in April. I've lost 35 pounds. They shared in an August 2022 TikTok, showing off their body transformation. Here's the thing, I wanted to change my body size because of my gymnastics and my career. However, they cautioned, don't assume you're going to nail that metaphorical aerial on your first try. It took 3 weeks before I saw any change, the Love That Story author admitted. So if you're wanting to make a change, literally 3 weeks of working out and eating differently before I saw any change. Dylan Sprouse. Before turning 30 in 2022, the Disney Channel alum made the choice to dive into a new training regimen. Used to wear a shirt in the pool as a kid, so I decided in my late 20s I wanted to change my body and become a meathead. The actor, wed to model Barbara Palvin, captioned an Instagram post that April. This is my meathead post. Between hitting the weights and the kettlebells, it was a long slog. He continued, but I'm proud of the progress I've made, and I ain't done yet. Rebel Wilson. Sometimes you're hitting every high note. Sometimes you're admitting life isn't always pitch perfect. Such was the case when the actress revealed in a Candid January 2024 Instagram post that she'd regained 30 pounds after hitting her 75-kilogram goal weight in 2020. With filming commitments making it harder to keep up with her grueling boxing and hiking workouts, I've lost focus on my healthy lifestyle, said Wilson, who's spoken about the work she put in to ditch her emotional eating habits and trade a carb-heavy diet for more protein. The extra stress leading to extra pounds, it makes me feel bad about myself. Wilson admitted, it shouldn't, but it does. Chris Pratt. Saying bye-bye to his favorite beers. Fine. Committing to 3 to 4 hours a day of just consistent, ass-kicking hard work, as he described his P90X, kickboxing and running sessions to Men's Journal. Sure. But for Pratt, the toughest part of his 60-pound transformation from Parks and Recreation's Andy Dwyer to Guardians of the Galaxy superhero was all the water, drinking an ounce a day for every pound he weighed. I was peeing all day long, every day, he explained. That part was a nightmare. Though he was already kind of a Baldwin, as Cher Horowitz would note, the clueless alum understood why fans were shocked to hear he would be crawling into Ant-Man's suit as the Marvel's latest hero. When people heard that I was cast in this movie, I think most people's reactions were, huh. Paul Rudd as a superhero? Really? Rudd admitted to Variety in 2015. So he knew what he had to do. The ageless star took the Chris Pratt approach to training for an action movie, he shared. Eliminate anything fun for a year, and then you can play a hero. Jesse James Decker. The Just Eat author has turned to her tried-and-true South Beach diet to feel more herself after the births of her older children. I saw results instantly, she told E! News of the protein-heavy plan. I got on the program and I worked out, and it was just like, okay. But first she soaks up every second of the postpartum period. I always tell mothers, like that should be the last thing on your mind. Stress Decker, mom to Vivienne, Eric Jr., Forest and February 2024 arrival Denver. After you have a baby, please do not think about trying to lose weight. Just feed your baby. Love on your baby. You have a newborn. Your body is trying to heal. You will know when your body is ready. Don't listen to your brain telling you, lose weight, lose weight. You'll know when you physically feel like, okay, I feel like I'm ready to kind of have that energy and can run around. Nolan Gold. Sure, the six-pack has been a nice benefit of the Modern Family Hallam's 90-minute training sessions and healthier diet. What I get is actually really healthy food for you. Lean protein, eating as many vegetables as you want and staying away from things like soda, he described to people. But completing an ambitious bucket list is really what drives him. A lot of my life goals outside of acting have to do with the outdoors. I know I want to climb big rock walls in Yosemite, and so I want to get fit for that, he explained. One of my big life goals is to do the Pacific Crest Trail, which is up the coast of America, Mexico to Canada and back. Ashley Green. Following the September 2022 birth of daughter Kingsley, the Twilight alum sunk her teeth into a hard truth. I don't think my body will ever be quite the same, she shared in a January 2023 Instagram post, and I'm learning to be awkward with that. And should she find herself struggling, she's picked up a strategy every bit as important as the workout routine she recommitted herself to postpartum. I go and pick up my child, she told E! News of her sweet angel daughter. Staring into Kingsley's eyes allows you to be grateful versus kind of nitpicking yourself, she explained of her strategy. And so that is one of my hacks that I do, because no matter what you put out there, it's hard not to be self-critical. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel Jaxcey N24. Thank you for watching.